The audit can be completed with simple 4-step. You can complete any audit. Any audit you can complete with just this 4-step. First step is that first step is actually pre-visit stage. First step is pre-visit. Before visiting the site, you have to do certain homework. Before doing any audit, you have to do certain homework. So once you do that homework, you can directly go to the second stage. That is, you can directly visit that site. Once you visit that site, once you understand what is there in that site, then you can prepare reports for that site. Once you prepare the reports, you have to do the follow-up, whether that report is being implemented or not. Okay, so this is a simple 4-stage process for audit. First, you will be doing the homework, which is pre-visit. That pre-visit is before visiting your site, you will be doing certain homework that we will explain what all things you have to do. Then you will be visiting the site, and at the site, you have to do certain things. Once you visit the site, you will be getting a report what is correct in that site, what is wrong in that site, what is the area of concern that you will be getting. Then you will be giving recommendations how you can make that in a better way. And then it is follow-up. What all things you have to do and what all things you have recommended that we have followed up or not. Okay, so we will discuss each and every stage in detail. Very, very simple technique. With this practical technique, you can easily crack any audit, and this will be explaining with examples so that it will be easy for you. So the first step, it is pre-visit stage. In the pre-visit stage, first you have to identify the audit elements. First, you have to identify the audit elements. Like audit elements, what is this audit elements? First, you have to say what is the scope of the audit. What is the scope of the audit? First, you have to identify. First, you have to understand why you are doing this audit, where you are doing this audit, what part you are doing this audit. For example, scope of audit matlab kya hai? You have to understand the area that you will be going to do the audit. What kind of audit you are doing, safety audit or not. Then even if you are doing safety audit, if you are doing like, if you are, for example, if you are doing for an audit of a manufacturing plant, then audit elements will include like if you're doing audit for maintenance audit you are doing, or employee safety audit you are doing, emergency response procedure ka audit kar rahe hai ki nahi. So first you should understand what you are doing the audit, what is the scope of the audit, that you will define. So once you define the scope of the audit, you have to prepare questionnaire. Okay, so what is this preparation of questionnaire? See, you have to prepare questions. This will help you to guide in your audit process. This is the guide of your audit process. Okay. See, questionnaire, dekho, simple. See, questionnaire is simple. Don't get confused. Yeah, you are making like questions. Like, are all the employees trained for emergency response procedure? How often is your equipment inspected? Aapka equipment kitna baar inspect hota hai? What is your maintenance schedule? So these questionnaires you are preparing, and then these questions you are sending to the company. You are sending to the company and you are expecting a reply from them. So company will reply, yes, our inspection procedure is this much. Our audit procedure, our maintenance checklist we are updating these days. So according to your questions, they will also reply. So this reply is your information. You are getting one stage of information. With this, you are visiting the site. Okay. Now, once you visit the site, first thing what you will be doing, you will be doing the discussion. You will be doing discussions with the managers, with the executives, with the workers. That means everyone, all levels, you will be doing the discussions. Manager se bhi karega, then worker se bhi karega, executive se bhi karega, supervisor se bhi karega. Everyone you will be doing the discussion. So when you are discussing across the levels, you will be getting their insights. You are taking their interview. You will be getting their feedback. So, for example, you will be asking with the workers about what kind of training they have got in this company. Different questions for different levels. For example, for the management, you will be asking what kind of policy implementations they have done here. So you will be getting insights from them. You will be getting informations from them. So once you do the interview, second thing is that you will be doing the cross verification at site. So you will be actually doing the on-site inspection. You'll be going and visiting the site. You will be validating the information you have received from the management, executive, etc. This is jo information aapko mila hai, that you will be cross-verifying at the site. For example, you will be checking the fire extinguisher, whether it is accessible or not, whether it is kept in the correct place or not, whether it is in the working condition or not, whether the dial gauge is in green or not. All these things you will be checking. Okay. Then you will be checking the records. You will be checking the documents. You will be checking the documents like Accident reports you will be checking, safety logs you will be checking, you will be checking the inspection reports you will be checking, you will be checking the investigation, accident investigation reports, all the reports you will be checking. Okay, now see how many information you have. You have this documentation information, you have this interview taken, that information you have the cross verification at the site that you have done by yourself. Then you have the information from the questionnaire. So all this information you have. Now what you will be doing, you will be making reports from these informations. Okay, simple step. This is the third step. With this information, you will be making the reports. So these reports are known as observations. What are your observations? What are your audit observations? These audit observations can be positive, as well as this audit observation can be area of concern. We will not tell negative, we will tell area of concern. What is your area of concerns? These are non-conformance. These are area of concern. Okay, so what is your area of concern? See, for example, safety drills are conducted regularly. That is positive points. But area of concern is that equipment inspections are not done in a scheduled manner. That is an area of concern. Or fire extinguisher is found to be having not pressurized properly, or it is in the dial gauge is in red area. So it is an area of concern. Or safety training was not implemented, refresher training has not been done. So these are all the area of concern. So with these observations, you will be having conclusion. You will be making conclusion. What conclusion? You will be saying, see, these are the overall findings at this company. There is a robust training program, equipment, etc., etc., etc. But these are the area of concern. Okay. And then just giving area of concern will not end your audit. See, if your audit has to be correct, then you have to give recommendation. This is the most important thing. You have to recommend. You have to give actionable steps. You have to give practical steps for what? For improvement. For improvement, you have to give practical steps. So what are the practical steps you have to give? For example, update the maintenance schedule. You have to say update the maintenance schedule every 3 months. Then implement a tracking system to ensure timely equipment checks. Such implementation, such practical implementations you have to give. So once you give this practical implementation, what you have to do? You have to do the follow-up action, because just by giving the recommendations and then going, that is not the end of audit. You have to do follow-up. That is very important. Then first thing is that implementation of recommendation. Because you have to implement this recommendation. That is the follow-up action. So how you can implement this recommendation? You have to first send the mail about all the recommendations. These are all the recommendations. You are sending the mail, and then you have to get update from the management what they have done. You will be giving the timeline also, time period also. Itna din mein itna karna hai. Then you will be tracking. You will be doing the site visits. You will be doing the review of actions taken. These actions, implementations you have done. What is the progress? You will be checking every time, 3 months, 6 months, you will be checking what is the review. And finally, continuous improvement. This is very important. See, audit we are doing for continuous improvement. Why continuous improvement? Because every time we are improving our standards. We will be doing internal audit, we will be doing external audit. From external audit, we will be taking the best practices, compliance, etc., and we will be improving the standard gradually. So these are the 4 steps of audit. Very simple procedure. First, you will be, before visiting the site, you will be having a pre-visit. In the pre-visit, you will be having a scope of the audit. What is the scope? Then you will be actually making questions before visiting the site. Then you will be actually getting the reply. You should actually send the questions to the company. The company will be giving you the reply for the questions. With this, you will be visiting the site. You will be actually having interview or getting insights from the management executives and the workers. You will be taking interviews from them. You will be getting information from them. You will be asking their concerns, their problems, what are the positive things, or everything you will be getting with this interview. Then you will be actually cross verifying at the site. You will be visiting the site. You will be understanding what is actually happening at the site. Then you will be checking the records. You will be checking the documents. After that, you will be making reports, positive and negative. Negative is the area of concern. Just giving area of concern in conclusion is not enough. You have to give recommendation. You have to give actionable, practical ways to actually address this area of concern. Then it is follow-up. What is this follow-up? You have to implement these recommendations. How? You have to mail them. You have to do review. Every time you have to review what is the progress of this implementation. You have to check. and then you have to pursue continuous improvement. Continuously ये next stage के लिए improve करना है. So these are the 4 actionable ways you can do audit. Okay, hope this video is important and this video is useful for you. This has added some kind of value to you. And if it has added some kind of value to your academic career progression, please subscribe to this channel and please share this video with your friends.